Hey guys, Elephant Cuber here, and today I'm going to be comparing a $9 Rubik's Cube to a $73 Rubik's Cube. So, the $9 Rubik's Cube is the Moyu RS3M 2020. It's a very good cube, and it's probably the best budget cube. And the $73 Rubik's Cube is the GAN 12M Pro Maglev Matte, which is also a very good cube, but at the price of $73. So, we're going to be using a few different metrics. So, the first is packaging. So, I could say without a doubt, the packaging of the GAN 12 looks much better, although packaging doesn't really matter. So, this is sort of just a thing. Like, I threw out the RS3M's packaging because it just doesn't look appealing. It's just a box. That's it. So packaging goes to the GAN, but we're not actually counting this because it doesn't actually matter. And yeah. So the next metric is the customization. So the customization in the $9 cube, it has a screw and also a dual adjustment system, which can be adjusted just like this. So it's actually really cool. You can adjust the springs. And for a budget cube, it's a ton of customization. You can't really ask for more for a cube like that. And yeah, it turns really great, and the customization is enough. Like, I wouldn't need more. Then for the GAN, they go a little overboard, and you have this weird adjustment system, which is similar to the one on this, but instead of a screw and then a dual adjustment system, you just have two things. But this also has core magnets that can also be adjusted. So, as you can see, there's magnets in the core and on the corners, and you can change those. I don't think they're necessary, but they do aid in the feel of the puzzle. But adjustment goes to the GAN, but only slightly, because they have the core. Then, for price, obviously, the RS3M is better, because it is $65 cheaper. But, like I said, they're both the best at their certain price points. But we're going to be comparing which one is best for its price. So now for the specs of the puzzles. So the RS3M is 86 grams, which is, it's a good weight. While the GAN is 66 grams, so 20 grams lighter, and it is very light. But that makes long sessions much easier. Like, you can literally do like an average of 100 and it'd be perfectly fine. So that's cool. Then they both have frosted plastic out of the box, but it does become pretty smooth after a lot of use. And then they're both the same size, like the exact same. I'm pretty sure it's like 56 millimeters. But yeah, so the specs are honestly very similar for all of these. So now we're gonna go into overall performance. Okay, so I'm going to do an average of 5 on both of them. So while these solves are going on, I'm going to talk about the turning of them. So the RS3M 2020 turns very smooth and a little bit clacky, but it's very, very smooth, while the GAN is not. So if you really like smooth cubes that are also pretty fast but controllable, the RS3M is a really great cube despite how cheap it is, and that's just an added bonus. So now for the GAN. So the GAN is very, like, scratchy and fast. Like, it's uncontrollable at times, and it just turns unbelievably fast. Like, you can turn as fast as possible on this cube. One negative is in comp. I've found it does lock up quite a bit, while the RS3M does not lock up in comp, because I've competed with both. The GAN just locks up a ton when you're turning, like, frantically, like with nerves, and that's a really bad thing. So I'm actually gonna like hold that heavily against the GAN and put it towards the RS3M in my final decision. So now for my final decision. So I'm gonna preface this with, this decision was made based on how much it would help the average cuber, this cube. And for that reason, I'm gonna pick the RS3M. As I just mentioned, the GAN is inconsistent, and at home I do much better with it, but in comp I lock up and just do worse. while the RS3M is always consistent, and for $65 cheaper, you cannot possibly go wrong. You could buy a main 4x4 and 5x5 with the money that you would save with this, and the difference doesn't matter until you're like a world-class solver. I would recommend you, maybe if you have a ton of money and just really want to try the GAN, then get it, because I do believe it's a better puzzle. But the RS3M is more consistent. You can get similar or equal times with it, and the customization is still similar. So yeah, the RS3M all the way. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll leave a link to both of these puzzles down below. And make sure you like and subscribe and click on this video that I think you enjoy. Bye.